All right. Hi, everyone. So it's 4 o'clock p.m. It's a little bit dark today. It's getting dark earlier, but I still feel like the day is still young. So I wanted to come out and put out another message regarding something that you all, of course, some of you guys have seen, some of you guys don't know about, and that is called crypto mining infection, right? So this is where they take your CPU and GPU to mine cryptocurrency without authorization? How would they use your graphical processing unit, the chip that processes graphics? How would you use that to process cryptocurrency, right? So I say that to say that there's two things that are getting exposed here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, okay, make sure you guys are spreading these videos, emailing, you know, getting online, whichever way that you need to, contacting people. You know people that know people that know people. Let people know about this. Contact the right people. Start organizing in your city and state. A lot of people got a lot of stuff done because of my channel. Yeah. hmm So let's keep going. Crypto jacking. And we've been talking about this. Now, what's coming out is how all the companies got together to do it. Now, what's coming out is how you can purchase, right, a specific subscription on our system to go into the spiral valence of the CPU and GPU, which is basically the computer chips here, and they're made out of metal. And it would lock that on that level. That's what you're going to need. Now, this is going to stop completely, but this is one thing that we're going to do with this is we're going to flip this on their head. So millions of Americans are owed a bunch of money, crypto, right? That these whites want to go play with. But the funny thing is like now all their hands are tied to having to pay for fees, fines, regulations, stipulations, community benefits, etc., because they've effectively stripped the copper connection system, right? So I just wanted to show you this about this crypto mining infection because this is what keeps on coming up when we're talking about this CPU and GPU and things like that. This is what it's talking about, right? So with the CPU, GPU, it runs off the copper connection system. So it's copper that provides copper and then or Ethernet, which provides the processing of the 0 and 1 into electrical impulse, right? And then that allows for the carrying of different packages or configurations, satellite data to create internet, et cetera, or ISP files, right? Depending on how you're configuring your network. See, the configuration that we do, we don't need an IXP or ISP. We don't need Aaron. Aaron, I'm going to do a coding tutorial, Aaron and Aaron. It's like the company that you need to talk to if you want to get your IP addresses. We don't need that. Whew. So let me show you what they got started here. The funny thing is also too, in the last video that I did, I was a little bit oh my gosh, I didn't show you guys that I had seen these two tutorials, these two so first I saw YMM. Then I saw then I saw XMM. After the last tutorial, which you guys should go watch, about audio engineering, a lot of good information, right? So then, after talks of CPU and the copper connection system, right? I see this ATP and this says 616. CXP. Please excuse my nail polish, you guys. Like it's very unfortunate. There's like a chemical that they're that's missing and it's impacting the longevity of the nail polish. So Okay, so those are the ones that I had. So that's just what I wanted to pull out for you guys, right? So now it keeps on coming up, the CXP, etc., several times. Now, what's happening here is we can go ahead and pull out this from our devices, etc. But now, what we can do is we can take their websites and I can pull up a Tequifel script. And Tequifel is Quaddle language for in an instant, I am able to utilize this specific frequency modulation algorithm to destabilize your TTY to allow a new root user without your awareness using these modules, right? So, no, it's been going for years that they've been playing like that. Now we get to play like that. So I can effectively, right, take I can effectively take this turquoise or turquoise and then I can have this going with a specific encoding that I'm going to show you guys how this will work. So let this open up. Computer's running slow because I see something has recently got back onto my computer, but that's okay. It's now, it's to the point where it has to come from a specific endpoint. And this is how Apple's going to get debilitated and have to outsource their security. So yeah. So now remember, oh, right, right. And a lot of people are talking about how like there's these groups of like disgusting ass like white supremacist, pedophile, anti-black, Middle Eastern, Asian groups playing in my computer, in and out of my computer. And look what's happening in our community right now, right? Because you wanted to play with spell work. And that's why everyone that started this, they're all getting hemmed up, period. It doesn't matter. But it had to happen this way because people had to see dysfunction once and for all to clean out these different organizations, communities, clean out social work, social justice, etc., and expose these families. Yeah, so you see what's going on with my desktop now. Because they're playing on here too. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing for you to see that that's the farthest I had to go, but it's what serial interface, right? So it's the person that's getting access to it because it's a certain type of code that they're trying to put on my computer from that level. So that if I put like system extensions or kernel modules, they'll still be able to tap and hack my computer. That's not going to be the case. Yeah, because what's going to end up happening is I just overstand I would just overpower the existing structure in place and keep asserting my function. So what I'm going to do here is I had this show a script open that I was going to go ahead and show you, and I think what's going to end up happening here is you guys are going to start to see now the power in this system. It's unfortunate that this wouldn't open, but one of the things that we can do is we can open like a bash file, and then we would actually bring down an x86 code to move something into registers. So I would move a floating point into their register that would, I know for a fact, would slow down their server immediately, right? And then I would put a specific type of memory structure to activate base memory, ROM and ZOM, read only and execute only. And after that, I would then activate that, load something to the registers, etc. But what it would be, in this case for the crypto mining, is um, it, that would only parse, right? This is all built x86 64. That would then I would parse that to a shell script. And then this shell script that I would parse this to, right, would be one where I am using websites, and I'm basically sending a code saying that every single server on this website, you're going to open up this package. It's going to speak to a specific aspect of your memory. I'm able to lodge into your memory because I put something on your floating points and I've anchored myself there into your FPU, CPU. And now I'm going to use every single device on this server, running this server, right, to do that. Or I'm going to use every single device that's hosting this MAC address, whatnot, to do that, right? So this is like one of the ways that they've been like doing certain. This is like wars, like between like different countries and attacks and hacks, where they're basically debilitating their CPU. They have to replace their computers, this and this and this and that, and then they go into the social engineering aspect of this, of changing this and changing that, and planning this and planning that, and intercepting this and that product product reinstitution cycle. It's like a name that they have in IT, like when all the devices are going to go ahead and get upgraded. So now, because of what has happened here with people causing chaos and drama, there is, and the exposure of that, and it's being stopped. So then, right, I have this parse that to website, right? And then as I'm parsing that onto the website, I can throw out a tensor to block and any shields commands, because my floating point is the ultimate. I would have a floating point there that would allow this, because the floating point would run the specific math and encryption or decryption necessary. So then there's like, oh, okay, they have encryption of this and this and this and that. I would just run simultaneously with a while loop a force to stop that. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you guys. So that's something that we can do, and we could just do it by website, right? So, okay, so that's how they would like start getting at all the computers. So we can do something like that and run our own crypto, and then be like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, we have a lot of computational power. It's because of this code, all right? So now some people are like, "Yeah, but you can get no way," because how would they get past the tensor space? And how will they get past the fact that now, yeah, how did I write? Get into your registers. It ain't my fault. How did I bypass your control? Right. Your controller, your microprocessor, your preprocessor, right? So mind over the matter, you become the magician, okay? And this is also to running this in a specific TTY as well. That would ensure it. That's another thing that you can do with your TTY, where you can ensure that any program you create will be able to bypass anybody else's this and this and that, and accomplish this and this and this and that. Right. So this is now what they have in space. The TTY, it exists. Like, oh, I'm 12 now. I get a different TTY when I'm like 18. I can see different things. So you guys are finding this out. So I just wanted to show you guys this. Thank you for watching.